Welcome to Lone Mart Field in Rancho Cucamonga as we have opening night for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes here on 22 West Radio. I'm Bruce Kuntz, and thanks for joining us here in Rancho Cucamonga. The Dodgers-affiliated Quakes are hosting the Padres-affiliated Lake Elsinore Storm to kick off the 2025 California League season. It's a young roster for Rancho Cucamonga with multiple starters making their single-A debuts. The Quakes are coming up to bat for the first time. Still no score as we enter the bottom of the first inning. Leading things off for Rancho Cucamonga will be Kellen Lindsey, who was the Dodgers' first-round pick last year, 23rd overall out of high school in Florida, making his professional debut here tonight as the shortstop and leadoff man for Rancho Cucamonga. 1-1 pitch. Fastball line down the right side towards the corner. Will it stay fair? It does. Bounces in, and let's watch Kellen Lindsey run. He's going to pull into second base easily with a stand-up double. A line drive into the right field corner just stays fair. And what a start to Kellen Lindsey's pro debut. It's a leadoff double to begin the bottom of the first inning. Breaking ball lifted out into center field. That's deep enough. It should score the run. Underneath it, Cason Wells makes the catch. Kellen Lindsey will tag up and head home easily as the Quakes have moved ahead 1-0 in the bottom of the first on a sac fly from Eduardo Quintero. Lindsey runs on the first pitch. It's a fly ball out into left, ranging back. Kaufman to the track. He'll look up, and it's off the wall. Lindsey hesitated, so he rounds second and pulls into third, standing up. Elkins into second with a stand-up double. Off the wall, Elkins just missed a home run in the left center gap, but now the Quakes will have runners at second and third with nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. 2-0. Line drive into center field. Vargas delivers a hit. One run is in. The second runner is waved around. Quintero comes home without a throw. It's a two-run single for Yoendry Vargas. His first hit at the single-A level has put the Quakes ahead 4-0. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Jang has his fourth strikeout of the game as that one's tipped into the glove. Nicely located breaker down and in there. Gets Barnett to swing through it. So Jang has his fourth strikeout, and it's a man on first with one out in the inning now for the Storm. Jang has lost his command here in this top of the fourth inning. The Storm have already scored one on a bases-loaded walk. Bases are still loaded as the 1-1 pitch comes home. It's a ground ball over to second. Perez fields cleanly and throws to first in time to retire the side. So Jang gives up his first run of the outing, but keeps the damage limited to just one run for the Storm. New pitcher coming in for the Quakes to begin this top of the fifth inning. It's Yolbron Herder coming in to make his single-A debut. We can set the final line now for Hyun-Suk Jang. Jang went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So it's much of the same from last year for Jang. Did a good job preventing runs tonight, but the command wavered at times. Still really good overall stuff from Jang, showing off the strikeout ability. Quakes coming back up to bat here in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's 4-1 Rancho Cucamonga, and the inning starts with an automatic ball after Lake Elsinore could not get through their warm-ups in time. First pitch to Elkins is a fly ball out into right field. Ranging back, Wilson to the track. He looks up. It's gone. Jaron Elkins has a home run. The first big fly of the 2025 season for the Quakes, and the first single-A home run for Jaron Elkins. Showed off the power in rookie ball last year, now translates it to Rancho Cucamonga. A solo shot for Jaron Elkins, the lead off the bottom of the fifth, puts the Quakes up 5-1. Quintero with good speed over at first base now. He's a stolen base threat as Yoendry Vargas steps in. Runner goes on the first pitch. It misses high. The throw down, not in time. On a bounce, Quintero slides in safely. It was an awkward throw from King behind the plate, as it gave a long hop to second, and Quintero was in there easily on a headfirst dive. Vargas, the physical right-handed batter in the box. Swilling, the righty on the mound, sets, looks back at second, now comes home with the 3-1. Ground ball over towards the shortstop. Choi can't knock it down. That's going to score another one as Quintero comes around third and scores easily. It's the second RBI single of the ballgame for Yoendry Vargas, and the Quakes have moved ahead 6-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. Vargas down at first. Quakes have already scored a couple in this inning. Now Vargas goes. It's taken a breaking ball up and away. The throw down, not in time. The second stolen base of the inning. This time it's Yoendry Vargas getting into second on a headfirst slide, and the Quakes have another man in scoring position. Nico Perez, the number 6 hitter for the Quakes, steps in now. Right-handed hitting second baseman. gives a swing at the first pitch. It's popped out into short center field. Choi, the shortstop, ranges back, but the center fielder calls him off. Wells can't make the catch. It deflects off his glove into center field. Perez pulls into second on a slide. Vargas will stay put at third. We'll see. That one will immediately go down as an error on the center fielder, Kason Wells, as he got underneath it but just couldn't make the catch. The ball deflected off of his outstretched glove. He was camped under it but could not put it away. So Nico Perez moves up to second base for the Quakes on the error. And now Rancho Cucamonga has runners at second and third with one out in the inning. The left-handed hitting infielder at DH tonight, looking for a big knock right here. Bases loaded with one out for the Quakes. Right on left matchup. Pitch comes home, and it hit him on the front ankle. Osorio gets dotted with a fastball right on the front leg, and that'll force home a run for the Quakes. Yoandry Vargas walks home and touches home plate, as Osorio will drop all his batting gear and head down to first. Bases will still be loaded for the Quakes, as they're now ahead 7-1. We'll see if Rodriguez has the green light. Bases loaded, one out. 3-0 pitch taken down in the dirt. It's a bases loaded 4-pitch walk for Victor Rodriguez, and that forces home another run for the Quakes. It's now 8-1 as they're up to 4 runs in the inning, and the top of the order will come up now with the bases still loaded. Payoff pitch from Valdez comes downhill. It's a soft line drive out into left field. Kaufman ranges in, makes the catch. They're going to test him. Meza comes home, and the throw goes to third. Jose Meza scores on a sacrifice fly from Kellen Lindsay, and the Quakes have moved ahead 9-1. Runners at first and second with 2 out. Already 5 runs in the inning for the Quakes as they're ahead 9-1. 2-1 pitch from Valdez. Ground ball up the middle and through into center field. Rounding second. The Quakes are going to score another one. Oswaldo Osorio comes home and touches home plate. Jaron Elkins with his second RBI hit of the inning. It's a single this time as the Quakes have moved ahead 10-1. 2-2. Tapped right in front of home plate. Herder comes in, fields. The pitcher throws down to first, but it gets by Meza. The throw was in the dirt. It bounces down the line. 1 run is in for the Storm. They're going to wave the second around. Here comes Kaufman. The throw is high. It gets behind home plate. It's 2 runs on the throwing error from Herder as Kaufman slides in headfirst safely above the leaping Rodriguez. The throw got by him to the screen. So Wells advances to second base. This has turned into a rough inning now for Yolbron Herder. Had a chance to get out of it. The throw would have beat the runner if it was on the line, but threw it low. Herder has that ball bounce down the right field line. The throwing error plates a couple for Lake Elsinore. Pitch comes home. It's a fly ball out into center field. Quintero ranges back to the track in front of the wall. He gives a leap, but it's out of here. A grand slam for Lamar King empties the bases. And the Storm, with a big swing right there, have put 4 runs on the board. Lamar King with the first home run of the Lake Elsinore season, and it's a big one. Grand slam for Lake Elsinore. Cuts the lead down to 15-9. Quakes still ahead by 6. 16-9 the score, 2 outs, nobody on. Lake Elsinore down to their final out. 3-1 count to Caden Hollow. Here's a ground ball over to Perez. This should do it. The second baseman ranges in, flips to first, and the Quakes have won on opening night. 16-9 the score. A dominant victory for the Quakes as their offense came to play. 13 hits in the game for the Quakes and 11 walks drawn. Just non-stop base runners for Rancho Cucamonga, and a heck of a start to the Quakes 2025 season. And that'll do it for us here at the Epicenter. I'm Bruce Kuntz. This has been Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball on 22 West Radio. Thank you again for joining us. Bottom of the 6th inning as the Quakes are ahead 11-5, and a nice offensive performance so far for Rancho Cucamonga in the season opener. Here at home, the Quakes looking to win their first game of their final season as the Dodgers single-A affiliate. It's an era wrapping up here as the Quakes have been the Dodger affiliate for a lot of years now. It's the 15th and final season for the Quakes being affiliated with the Dodgers. They're going back to being the Angels affiliate starting in the 2026 season. The franchise itself is moving to stay as the Dodgers affiliate to Ontario, creating a brand new ball club that will be the Dodgers single-A affiliate. But the Quakes name and ballpark will all stay here as the Angels single-A franchise moves down and takes it over. First pitch into Samuel Munoz, misses down. Still Bernard Jose on the mound for Lake Elsinore. Quakes ahead 11-5 as Munoz is leading off the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 pitch taken down and in. Munoz got his back foot out of the way of that one, and the count is 2-0. But in 15 seasons for the Quakes as the Dodgers affiliate, it's been a lot of big names that have come through here, and they're on rehab assignments and just prospects coming up for the Dodgers. 2-0 is a pop fly within the infield. Third baseman Zach Evans is underneath it, camped, and he makes the catch for the first out. But a lot of big names have come through for the Quakes. Guys like Cody Bellinger and Corey Seager, Will Smith. It's a lot of names that have gone on to win World Series trophies for the Dodgers. But the Quakes will no longer be the Dodgers affiliate as they move over to Ontario. It's a brand new ballpark complex being built over there in Ontario to take over the Dodgers single-A affiliate. First pitch misses high to Nico Perez. The club over there in Ontario still has not decided on a name for their franchise. 1-0, taken for a strike. Nice, I saw they had a fan vote going out for it, but has not been officially announced yet. All the social media pages still show Ontario Baseball Club. Opening day here of the 2025 season, they've still got a year to figure it out. 1-1 to Perez, breaking ball fouled straight back. Nico Perez 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a run scored tonight. He reached last time on an error. That's when he scored the run. Part of that 7-run bottom of the 5th inning for Rancho Cucamonga. 1-2 from Jose, breaking ball that's tapped on the ground over to short. Choi ranges to his right, Fields throws on the run, but it's not in time. Nico Perez legs it out. Nice wheels down the first base line there for the Quakes second baseman, and he's got himself an infield single. Man on first with 1 out now in the inning for the Quakes. Good effort by B.Y. Choi at shortstop. It was going to be a tough play, but Perez just beats it by a step. Now Jose Meza comes up for Rancho Cucamonga. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored tonight. Another right-on-right matchup for Bernard Jose. First pitch, a breaking ball that finds at the zone for strike 1. For the Quakes, going back to the Angels affiliate, some history for them. They were the Angels affiliate before they became the Dodgers affiliate 15 years ago. 0-1 pitch, down and in, and it gets away from the catcher King. Perez moves up to second. See how that one is scored. It looked like it got there in the air, but King could not handle it. So it's a 1-1 count now to Meza as Perez moves up into scoring position with 1 out. But the Quakes were the Angels affiliate once upon a time. Mike Trout played here in Rancho Cucamonga as he came up and made his way to the big leagues. He was right near the end of the Quakes' first Angels tenure. 1-1, a ground ball over to short. Choi fields this one in rhythm this time. He throws to first to get Meza. Perez advanced to third base on the ground out. So now it's 2 outs and a man on third for the Quakes. This Rancho Cucamonga franchise has a lot of history. One of the longest tenured teams in this California league. The franchise has existed since 1966. Oswaldo Osorio steps into the box and takes ball 1. They became the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes and built this ballpark for the 1993 season. They've remained at the epicenter with the Quakes name ever since. 1-0 pitch taken inside. Osorio jumped back out of the way of that one. It's a man on third with 2 outs in the inning. Oswaldo Osorio in the box, the left-handed hitting DH for the Quakes. Osorio 0 for 1, but has reached twice tonight. A walk and a hit by pitch. 2-0, taken again. This time it catches the outside corner for strike 1. 11-5 Quakes here in the bottom of the 6th. Been a good offensive showing so far on opening night for Rancho Cucamonga. 2-1, taken off the outside corner. Osorio not on the Dodgers' top 30 prospect list according to MLB Pipeline, but preseason 2024, Osorio found himself in the teens of the Fangraphs top 30 Dodgers prospects list. 3-1, taken down, and it gets by King. Here comes Nico Perez. It's another run for the Quakes. And a wild pitch from Jose on the mound. Pitch also makes it ball 4 and a walk for Oswaldo Osorio, his second free pass of the night. So the Quakes score another run, move ahead 12-5, and they'll have a man on first with 2 outs in the inning. Osorio down at first as Victor Rodriguez, the Rancho Cucamonga catcher, steps into the right-handed box. Bernard Jose, the righty on the mound, comes downhill and misses high for ball 1. Rodriguez 0 for 2 with a walk. That walk came with the bases loaded, so he's got a run driven in tonight. 1-0, high fly ball out into left. Kaufman ranges over towards the corner. He dives and it deflects off of him. It's down for a hit. Osorio will round third and score easily. Rodriguez is trying for a triple. Here he comes. The relay throw gets away. He slides in with a triple. An RBI 3-bagger for Victor Rodriguez. The number 9 hitter in the Rancho Cucamonga order has plated another run. It's now 13-5 Quakes after the RBI triple from Victor Rodriguez here in the bottom of the 6th. The Quakes continue their offensive onslaught. And now that brings up the top of the order. Kellen Lindsay steps in with an 8-run lead back secured for the Quakes. First pitch to Lindsay, a cutter that catches the top of the zone. It is officially scored a triple for Victor Rodriguez. The relay throw got away from Choi, the cutoff man. 0-1 pitch taken outside by Lindsay. Was going to be a close play at third as Rodriguez slid in safely. Didn't have a throw there after the relay got away. 1-1 to Kellen Lindsay. Pop fly down the right side, ranging in Wilson, the right fielder, but it's the second baseman Jackson who calls it off and makes the catch. Had to go a long way. Not an easy play there for Ryan Jackson, but he makes it anyway. And that retires the side. Bottom of the 6th, Rancho Cucamonga scores 2 more, so we're going to the 7th inning, 13-5 Quakes here on 22 West Radio.